Man, that's a beautiful thing to have too, especially for somebody like you who comes in and we know this is an athletic freak right here. This is somebody that is versatile. This is somebody that can play on any position on the offensive line. You got to play tackle, looked great, but then you come into this year and DQ says it, moving a big guy inside, man. We're going to take advantage of all that athleticism. First things first, when did you find out that you were going to be making a position change? And what was that like for you? Because you're still very young, man. That's tough to make those pivots.
Yeah, I'm just grateful I was able to play a lot of positions through college. So I kind of have some experience. Obviously, the next level is completely different, but you kind of already know certain things about the position. But yeah, I found out probably draft night. Wow. Me and my lady were watching, and I saw Josh got drafted. I'm like, well, probably moving aside at this point. But, I'm not really surprised by it because the first thing that I said when I got here, just like when we talked on the phone when they signed LT, is like, wherever y'all need me at, like, I'm cool with it. And they've been very great with communicating with me about everything, giving me a lot of time in the offseason to train, adjust to my position. I was in Dallas working with an O-line guy, and that gave me enough time to work those 2 weeks with him at left guard to kind of get comfortable before coming in. So it's been really cool the way that they handled that and also tied me into a lot of those conversations.
How has it been as the player? Being on that field, being somewhere different. You said you got to work, but 2 weeks doesn't seem like a lot of time to prepare for a brand new position. What has it been like, man?
It's been good. Like I said, I have some experience, and it was really just about getting back comfortable there. Like I always talk about, it's like aiming points are different, the way things happen, the quickness. The amount of strength is obviously different from tackle. Like a tackle, you dance a lot. You got to be patient. At guard, it's just getting your hands on somebody and just wrestling. So it's like getting that mindset, obviously change just takes, camp is like the best part of it because you put pads on every day. You have guys like Kinlaw, who's one of the most freakishly huge humans I've met.
Yes.
And he's a hard worker. So I appreciate stuff like that. Like we talk a lot after practice when we're in camp and talked about what I can do better at guard versus what I might have done good, what he then tries to work off of. So that kind of working mindset we have on the team is such a huge benefit to wanting to get better and also just being able to get better. But other than that, it's been good. It's kind of just a day-to-day process of just building blocks and just getting better every day.
And I'm sure it's like that for the rest of your career, right? You're always constantly building. But one thing that I've been very impressed with this staff in front office is all these young guys got old heads and OGs in the building as well that have found so much success around you. They bring in a guy like Laremy Tunsil, right? Future Hall of Famer, arguably, man. What has it been like being able to play alongside him, not only learn from him talking, but just being able to watch how he works and how an all-pro gets done when it comes to business?
Yeah, aside from just being able to talk to him about the game, my game has changed so much just playing next to him. Not even talking about what we should do different, but just playing next to him, seeing how he communicates on the field. It turned my communication up by 1,000%. And that's something that I want to focus on this year. Just because, the game slows down a lot more in year 2. So communication is a lot better. You're able to process a lot quicker. And just him being there, talking like that, it kind of pushes it around the whole line. So everybody's constantly communicating, stuff like that. And then, it's things like him being able to be so cool and laid back is one of the biggest benefits I feel to young guys. I was able to go to Auburn where he trains at this offseason for a week and just hang out with him, work out, and just to see how much detail he has to his workouts and how reconnects to the game. I told him I might be here every offseason training with you. I don't know if I have to pay you or your guy, but it's just that's what makes him different than anybody else. Is just the stuff that he does that nobody sees, and being able to learn from someone like that. And even for Josh, first year and you got arguably the best tackle in the league next to you on the other side is a great opportunity.